Hello and welcome to another episode of Binding Roll, where we play Pathfinder 2nd Edition in the world of the Ninth Age. If you are unfamiliar with the Ninth Age, it is a rank and flank tabletop strategy war game that I play all the time and that this YouTube channel is dedicated to. But this evening, we are playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. If you're interested in all in the Ninth Age, please check out the website in the description below. It'll take you to the official website. It is a community-built game, so all the rules are free, and you just apply the models you want to use. It's really fun. Go on there, find someone in your area, play. It's awesome. But we're playing Pathfinder. Just a quick note, everyone. We're on all the socials. You know all the stuff. Please like and subscribe. But also, to help out our players, if you hit that subscribe button, which we would greatly appreciate, it will give our players a hero point, which will let them re-roll a single dice or stabilize themselves in death. It's a good little token. So please hit the subscribe button. And we will grow and have more fun. Also, the thing is, if you want to play with us, just message me, gloryofgoldenstateggaming@gmail.com. I want to hear from our fans. That's how a lot of our fans, people on here are playing with us. It's because they said they wanted to play. But anyway, let's jump into it, to the intro video. Well, of course, Peter just dropped, so our cameras are all messed up. There he is. He's back.
All right.
All right. Hey, everyone. How's it going? It's been a couple weeks. I actually, in the intervening 2 weeks, I moved to a new apartment, so I'm in a different spot now with a different background. But I think I have everything all set up. I'm actually even on a new computer. So tell me if the audio/video quality is better at all or worse, or I don't know. I think I set up everything correctly, but I would love to know how it's coming through, especially volume levels. Tell me in the chat if anyone's volume is low or if someone's too high. Hit me up. I will adjust that. There's some tweaking to do. But also, big announcement: we have someone rejoining us. It's Belgux the Goblin is back with us. Yay! We're very happy to have you back. We don't often play with 5 players, so this is going to be interesting. I had to scoot around the UI to get everyone in, but I'm excited. This is going to be fun. So, as always... Welcome back. As always, we'll talk about if anyone leveled up, and that's going to be Belgux. I think you leveled up 1 level since last time. Everyone should be at level 4. But also, what you drinking? And I'll start out with, I am drinking Brick City Obituary Double IPA. It's good stuff. Okay, let me see if I can get a nice crack on the new location. Come through?
Bit weak.
Oh.
Clean, but weak.
So disappointing. So disappointing. So,
sorry, Carlin has the lock on it.
I know he does. I don't know how he does it.
It's my whole thing.
Each game of my thing.
Belgux, welcome back. Tell me how you leveled up and what you drinking.
After I started drinking the Underberg ginger beer. For leveling up, I got 2 feats. So one, I chose a conceal spell, so to be a little sneaky with the casting, and also alchemical crafting, which lets me make cool stuff like healing potions, the potion of expeditious retreat, which lets you run really far. Potion of shared memories, which is kind of like the oh, memory thing from Harry Potter and just sort of drop it into like a little test tube. And also snake oil, which I think could be a lot of fun. So someone feels like their injury has been taken care of for an hour, but everything's kind of the same afterwards. So I think that could be fun.
Belgux, I think your volume's low. I adjusted it on my end, but if you want to adjust on your end, that will work also.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. Except for that, spells would be Acid, Force Bolt, which does Acid Arrow, which also does persistent damage. That's new. And then there's Flame Sphere, which is nice to just keep around, just burn everything. So
did you? But you leveled up to level 4 in as a wizard, and you just
Correct.
but you took you.
It's a feat.
It's a feat. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Anything else?
Nope, that's about it.
Excellent.
How much HP do you have now? I remember you're always the
42.
squishy one.
42 HP.
Still pretty squishy.
He's a goblin wearing like the equivalent of a burlap sack. So what can you do?
All right, I
Put
changed
him
my.
behind me.
How's that? Is it better? Keep going. Oh, all right.
There you go. Now you're good.
That's input. Is that better?
Much.
Back it off a little tiny bit and you'll be cold.
All right, 76. Good.
Perfect.
Cool.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
very good.
Perfecto.
All right, Octavia,
No,
what are you
I
drinking?
need to lower his volume. Hold on, I've got to lower Belgux's volume now because
You
I
know-
had it pre-adjusted.
If we were more of a production focused team here, we would have done this beforehand, but
It's not a good stream unless it's scuffed.
It's the behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's the fun part. All right. So I've got a Golden State cider here.
Classic,
See if I can actually
classic.
Get it in frame. The ginger grass.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be ginger and lemongrass. We'll see. And I've got the Floki Icelandic single malt whiskey for those crit fails when they come up, or
Yeah,
any
look for
additional
that.
psychic damage.
Oof.
But here, let's see what kind of crack I can get on this.
I got nothing. I didn't hear a thing.
You got
Yeah,
nothing?
I got nothing.
All right.
It's that damn.
Perfect.
It's the damn
Oh,
like
filter's too good.
Oh, you
Yeah.
know what? Yeah,
yeah.
I know
it's the-
exactly why it did it.
on Discord. It's the whatever it's
Turn on
called.
crisp.
Well, I had to reinstall Discord
That's what did it.
when they did the update, and so all of my settings got changed, and so yeah, now I've got to go in and turn that off again.
I spoke to
Oh.
Discord. They're assisting me in protecting my brand on this show. I get the good crack. Nobody
Because that
else.
was
all-
really good on my
It's
end.
all a conspiracy. This is all. Preston, what are you drinking?
As always, the straight liquor drinker of the bunch. Grange Stone, 14 year. Not quite a sherry bomb, but awfully close.
Good pop.
That was a nice pop.
I'm glad we're getting that now. The first few were borderline.
Very well done. Very well done. Diggy.
Right. So, I didn't even want to try with Carlin today, so I popped it pre-stream. But I am drinking the gourd from Hopworks. It's the Great Gourds of Fire. It's a pumpkin ale with ancho chilies and spices.
So Diggy, I need to know your opinion on pumpkin beer in general. Is it year round or
Generally
is it
don't
just
go for
during
it.
the fall?
It's just during the fall, at least in this area, but it's not really like my favorite beer to be drinking.
Yeah,
Like,
I would
I won't
agree.
Generally go after it, but this one's got a nice little that ancho chilies and spices kind of makes it a slightly different than your average pumpkin ale.
I think I'm with you. It's not my beer of choice, but damn, when it's wintertime and it's nice, you can't.
This one in
pumpkin ale's not
particular
bad.
has got some really nice flavors to it, and it's why I keep buying it. This is probably not the first time I've drank it on this stream, but for later, when you hear that second crack, it's going to be as fresh as it gets from Mother Earth Brewing.
I might have to open a second one just so we can see if
I think we've got a really bad trend going that everyone has a primary beer and then a secondary backup drink.
One beer won't last me 3
Yeah.
years.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah,
Dwarven Pride
yeah.
by itself. It has to be at least 2 beers.
Carlin, what are you drinking?
My old standby 801 Pilsner. That's
Trade
It's the
and
go-to.
true.
It's the go-to.
yeah, it's the go-to. The 18 packs are super cheap at my
There you
local
go.
grocery store. So, what can you do? It's too easy.
Jesus.
Oh, see, it's so
So
good.
unfair.
It's so
just
good.
not fair.
I could have contended.
All I
I
do is
could've
open the
contended.
can next to the microphone. It's like,
It's not rocket science. Come on, guys.
no, it's very simple.
You're right.
Just-
Next time I need to open it on this side of the microphone instead of on this side of the microphone. It was my fault. You're right.
You're also in a lovely underground, somewhat concrete box. You're gonna get that echo from all around. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Octavia, you're gonna be fighting the plushies behind you.
Carlin, are you in a basement? Because
Well, that's
I
that's
am.
why
I didn't realize
when I
that was
did
an
it, I pointed
advantage.
my mic towards the thing, but you know,
Right, it helps.
Discord decided to.
It's Discord's fault.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is.
and it isn't mine at all. That's for those musical theater lovers in the audience.
Before we get started, big shout out to the chat. Warrior Womp, our #1 fan, is in here, and also Bridget is rating the cracking of the beers in the chat. Yes, you won, Carlin. You won. But thank you for joining us. And, okay, quick recap. Our adventures are in Zalaman Takesh, the capital of the Infernal Dwarves, the Dwarves of the East. They're there for multiple different reasons, but their current objective is to get the other three great leaders of the city to come back to the table after Asharuk, the leader of the Asharuk area, found out that he's been pretending to have the Rod of Zalaman when he really didn't. So they were upset with him. You have currently gone into the shackles and figured out who the vulture is. When you were doing that, you presented it to Sharman Ultra. Oh, what a great name. Sharman Ultra, the leader of the shackles, who Hamish, the guy who you stayed in his inn, Diggy's boss, gave you some inside information that he was actually, Sharman Ultra was actually in on it, so you took care of him with the help of the crowd. And then Hamish, at the end of last episode, stepped in the moment of opportunity, maybe an opportunity of his own making, and became the leader of the shackles. And I didn't say this last week, but Hamish's name is now Hamish Ultra.
Ah, so
There's just that psychic damage.
Yeah.
it's a title.
So
So
before his name was
how?
Sharman?
Bloodline.
this Ultra is the surname of the leader of the shackles. I just made that up on the spot, and I thought it was awesome.
All right.
So our scene this is still kind of mass hysteria. This is a riot situation in the main courtyard of the shackles. Sharman Ultra's body is on the stage, being trampled and just overrun by a crowd of crazy people. And now Hamish stands on that stage with the four of you.
Point of order. I believe we did ask about loot. last game.
Why do you have to call me on my junk?
Because we need money.
Rogue.
Okay,
This
you
party
find
don't run on nuts.
500 gold on his person,
Ooh.
Okay.
but
Let me
you
add that.
find
Hold on.
1,000 gold worth of jewelry on him.
You say shiny, shiny rocks, did you?
Like jewelry, gold bands. All of his harness on the bull part of his body is inlaid with gold, with brass fittings and fine leather. It's a lot. But I need.
You guys can have the jewels. I don't want to have to worry about fencing those. I'll just take the gold.
But this is a riot situation with many other eager hands at these things. I need anyone who's going to try to loot the body. Give me a dexterity check. Is that what I really want to do?
Thievery would suggest itself,
Let me see
Thievery
here.
would suggest it, sir.
and that would default to Dex if you're not trained in it.
Gotta do.
It's less thievery. This is not. You're not thieving right now. This is mad dash to get to. There's like other dwarves just ransacking the area. So
Might I suggest perhaps a reflex save?
yeah, I think it's definitely a reflex saving throw. I agree. Anyone who wants to loot, do so now. Roll that check now.
Crap, I don't remember when I need to click. All right.
Diggy 11, Belgux 20,
Nice, Belgrix.
Octavia. what'd you roll?
25.
25.
You're right, I forgot, Octavia, that I need to roll in real time. Because the dice in this game, the digital dice in this game,
Don't trust.
hate me especially.
Don't trust
Just-
those
For other
founders.
game, it doesn't love me. But in
Here's
this game, it especially does not like me.
I understand that all random number generators are the random number it generates is 4
Right,
as chosen by a dice roll.
exactly.
If you get the reference, XKCD.
Okay. Octavia, you get there quickly. You roll a 24. You get
25.
25. You get 400. You get your hands on 450 of that 500 gold.
Okay. So it's gonna be 4. Okay.
And the rest of you are going for that also. So the rest, the jewelry, which I said 1,000 gold worth, you get about 500 gold worth of that. And
Alright.
also, Belgux. Belgux, you're not even here. Why are you even rolling? Get out of here.
I was thinking he was in
Gotta
the
try.
crowd.
I gotta try.
Yeah, it seemed like he was gonna pop.
Yeah.
No, actually, okay.
we
This
should see
this
Belgrix
is-
pop out of the crude and just
I had a whole plan where you guys were gonna meet back at the bar. No, in this situation, Diggy, you're fighting through other infernal dwarves. Like just
Right.
head,
Yeah, I'm smashing them when I can.
palm,
There's elbows
forehead,
going.
just like Heisman Trophy, stiff arming people to get out of the way.
Right.
And you get to Charmin Ultra's body. You rifle through, he has maybe a saddlebag on the back of his hindquarters, if you want to call it that. And as you reach open, and it's you're still fighting off people. You stick your hand in there to grab whatever's in the saddlebag, and you pull a goblin out of the saddlebag.
Right.
And you look at it, and it takes you a second, and you both, Belgux and Diggy, just look at each other. You guys never met each other before. And then a half second later, Diggy, you get the worst smell in your nostrils. Just What's the line from like just what's from Anchorman? Just really like Sex Panther smell, just like, you know, burnt hair and
Smells like Sasquatch's dick.
burnt hair and a used diaper, just really bad smell.
I'm not gonna lie, that smells like gasoline.
So you've got this goblin by the scruff of his neck.
Is that a Constitution save? Like,
No, it's just the smell. I think if you stick around a little bit too long, you'll have to take a save. But out with him comes a cloth the size of a dish rag, and it's pristine white.
yoink. That's going right into my belt pouch.
Yeah, just like, I don't know, you know, like a 1 foot by 1 foot cloth.
Right.
Think of like a hand towel.
Right. Putting that in my inventory.
Okay, and that's all you got.
A goblin and a big white cloth.
Did the goblin go in your inventory too?
Well, I feel like he's more going to be riding my shoulders. If that be what he wants to be doing.
I think technically that's possible. You are a
Bellbucks?
medium creature, right?
It's true.
Did you mean the
I'm only
doll?
about 4 feet tall, but
No, it's not.
Was that the intent?
It's not your doll.
Okay, cool.
But Belgux, last we heard from you, and it was right after Octavia ran off after she got collared. And what my story was, you saw this happen, and you were like, well, there's my money source running down the road, and I can't catch her. I'm going to the bar. And you disappeared. And that was roughly 3 days ago.
I will state he did complete his task.
Yes, he
delivered
did.
me,
He did.
so he didn't need to chase me.
So your financial motivation to stick around changed, and you're like, peace out, guys. Briefly, what have you been doing over the past 3 days?
Oh, I suppose I've been exploring the libraries, learning about alchemy, trying experimentations. Some of the potions were not quite as effective at healing, but those are just, you know, homeless people, so it's fine. So, just some innocent civilians that's some testing with. So, but yeah, I think I got it down now.
Been studying. I would say you've been studying in the library. But you happen to realize you saw this gathering start when this whole fight happened, and you found it absolutely fascinating, and you found yourself just being drawn into not the fight, but like, you know, observing it from behind the stage. And when this whole thing happened, you jumped on the chance to loot Charmin Ultra of his belongings, and that's how you ended up together. So,
All right.
Every time you say that name, I need to take another, like, 2 psychic damage.
Speaking of which,
You'd be
in this time,
unconscious then.
the crowd is starting to disperse a little bit. It is quieted down, and on this stage, Hamish Ultra has come to the stage, and he says, "Good." He raises his voice. Good merchants of the shackles. Do not worry. Our business interests are now in mind. I am the leader of the shackles. I am the Ultra. Our interests will now take
Who makes
paramount.
you the Ultra? We didn't vote on you.
Give me a deception roll.
Ah, fuck me. Deception. All right, I'm rolling the die. Here we go.
Physically,
Physically rolling the die.
Physically rolling the dice. Here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, that's an 18.
18? Okay. He said, And he turns around and you did that from the crowd and kind of covered your mouth while you said it. He's like, who said that? The previous leader, Charmin Ultra, has failed you, the Shackles. And I'm here to save not only you, but your bottom line. I now will head to the Ziggurat of Asharuk, the Ziggurat of Zalaman Takesh, to officially ornate myself as the leader of the Shackles.
No one's going to ornate for you. You got to ornate yourself.
And with that, he turns, and there's, I don't know, a parade of people. Not a huge amount, not all the people that were there, but a few. Start heading down the Shackles, the avenue of the Shackles, towards the Ziggurat of Zalaman Takesh.
Is his
Well-
son in the crowd?
Give me a perception check. Oh yeah. Yes. A few people behind him is Harmon. And he's like, you know how like little toddlers walk when they're upset, they don't want to be doing what they're doing. He's like kind of shuffling his feet and his head down, like in,
Hands in pockets.
Yeah.
Like
Face like this.
shoulders up,
Yes,
like,
exactly.
but
All
head
that.
down.
All that.
Like, yeah.
And he's like, he doesn't want to be there. The whole thing.
Isn't he like in his late teens, early 20s?
20s.
Yeah.
This is a full-grown, out-of-college person.
Does
Running
he
around with
become?
Oliver Twist.
Does he become Harmon Ultra?
No, he becomes Harmon Sub Ultra.
Fair enough.
I've heard worse.
All right.
Or just yelling no out loud. No.
Okay, so Octavia, Carlin, both of you realize at this point, if Harmon, if Hamish presents himself to the leader of Zalaman Takesh, you need to be there because you need to present him as you're the one who brought him to the table. So that's the current situation. You guys could ignore it if you want, or you can do off what's the downtime activities, because all you guys are injured. All you guys need to rest.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if I can fuck this up for him somehow.
Get creative.
Is there anyone of any having been the bartender at a tavern in the Shackles for a while, do I know anyone of influence that actually likes me and I liked them? That might be in this crowd with me here.
That's a good question. Let's give
While
me.
you figure that out, I have a counterpoint.
Okay.
What if we got the kid? The leader of the urchins.
Oh yeah. The
What if we tried to
the
get
Shackle
him,
Street Irregulars? Yeah.
Yeah, get him to be now the leader of the Shackles.
Oh, so
That'd be funny.
you're
to be
you're
murdered.
trying to usurp Hamish. Okay. Diggy.
Well,
give
I
I'm trying
just
to
want to
find-
make sure that we get. We just need to make sure that somebody presents themselves. I don't care who.
Yeah. I was trying to line up somebody who might be as
Yeah.
like more popular with the general populace than Hamish is, and see if we can prop him up somehow.
Diggy, give me a society check.
Can I argue for a diplomacy check?
No, I think this is definitely society.
God damn it. Okay. I'm rolling the dice. 15!
15. Okay. Give me a second here. I have some names I need to look at.
Should just have fantasy name generator up on another tab, so you can just click a button and be like, all right, this guy's name is. I couldn't come up with anything off the top of my head.
I would also like to thank Matt from our other campaign for this die he gave me at my wedding. It is what has been rolling so nicely for me.
Got the luck in it.
All right, so you know two people
Okay.
that you can think of. First, Sonny Florleone.
Oh no.
He is a member of the Lesser Council of Commissioners. You met him once before.
Great.
You understand he is a member of the Florleone crime family.
Mm-hmm.
But he's here working in the city. Yeah. He is a human, but the Infernal Dwarfs respect him because of the influence of his father and his family.
You will respect the family.
I've got an offer you can't refuse. And the other person you know,
just so long as we don't talk about horse heads.
the other person you know is a frequenter of your establishment you were a bartender at. A chef by training.
Oh, God.
A Lamasu. Emerald.
Is that someone that's known to others?
Yes.
Both of these people are known, at least. Well, I don't know that necessarily Sonny is known to us. I feel like that was previous campaign.
No, you met the Florleone family in a previous campaign, but you met Sonny.
Yeah.
Remember when you were getting into the city? There was a three.
Oh, right.
Commissioner party.
Right,
he was one of them.
got it.
And Emerald is the chef that you guys traveled here with. He is so Diggy.
Waiting on a cake.
It's his birthday today.
It is his birthday today.
Then he should definitely be the leader of the Shackles on his birthday. Of all days.
He doesn't have a whole lot of influence politically, but he has influence. He's a bit of a celebrity in the city. He's the most well-known chef. He's a recluse. He's not really into the social scene, but he's like famous for his culinary skills.
Maybe he's not just famous. He's famous.
He's basically, yeah. All right, so yeah. You know those two people.
Right. I'm going to turn to everybody and be like, do we really want to let Hamish run this section of the tune?
Just so you know, you still have a goblin hanging from your hand. You still have him by the scruff of the neck, just dangling there.
Do you know this goblin?
Well, that's surprising, but yes, as a matter of fact, we do.
Right. Oh, wait, what's your name again?
Good morning.
Donuts.
Well, hello, Bill Cooks. And I set him down. So, do we really want to let Hamish run this town?
Well,
I look at Carlin and be like, I don't think we really care as long as somebody shows up.
Preston looks up from like dusting off Jeremy and looking at where some seams might have ripped a little bit and going, I don't know. Do we? What's happening?
very hard to say. But
It's gotten really complicated.
It certainly has. It's been a very interesting 24 hours. But as outsiders, I'm not sure that Octavia and Belgux and I have a strong preference, so long as we can be somehow involved in the presentation of this individual. I think our mission would be to set up whomever we find as our candidate, and then almost immediately leave this part of the city because we have other things to attend to in the other districts of Zelamon Takesh.
Can I come with you?
That was something that I had in mind. I believe that as part of a potential negotiation with Hamish, may be able to negotiate your release from your debts.
All I know is if I stay here while he's in charge, they might be looking for a new Ultra soon.
That
Again,
could potentially work as well.
again, they're already looking for a new Ultra today.
That's true.
They are.
Preston just kind of got his head in his hands now, like, look, I came here looking for the prelate, and I've gotten into the middle of multiple things that I never wanted to be involved with already.
Well, it's a process, you know. I'm still
yes.
looking as well.
Fine. Yeah, is that what you're doing next after you deal with whatever this circus is?
I mean, I'm ready to leave this circus at any time, honestly. If I'm going to stay here, I did not want him to be in charge.
I can't say it will be immediately next. Again, I have, and bear with me on this.
He narrows his eyes at you a little bit.
I have some baking that I have to do at some point today. So there might be a couple of things that happen before that. But yes, that is the ultimate goal. That is why I am here in this city to begin with. Things just keep happening. I can't control the madness that is going on in this place. Place is weird.
It is a weird place.
One, right now, my priority is getting this off me.
That I will give you. I'm sorry about that. Yes.
Number
Great.
2, by completing the task that will facilitate that, we may also be able to inquire about the whereabouts of this person from the Overlord.
A boon on the day of the ascension of the Shade Sky? I don't know.
Before he gets murdered.
Right, yes.
Well,
Again.
if we can also negotiate Diggy's release from his debts, he might not have to get murdered.
How much
Oh,
was my
sorry.
debt, do I know?
I wasn't talking about the Ultra. I was talking about the Overlord, who we need to do 2 more tasks for to get this thing off. We could potentially ask him some questions before he then subsequently gets murdered.
Right.
I see where you're going.
So, I assume we're all kind of talking this out as a group. So, I mean, looking at Preston, as you can see, there are a lot of plates spinning at the moment. I quite honestly do not know how we got here. It's
He's
not the plan.
looking at you trying to be stern, and then he just kind of sighs and like lowers his shoulder a little bit. Jeremy reaches out a paw and like puts it on his back. It's just like I don't know why I'm complaining. I didn't have any better ideas. I'd like to avoid the violence in the future if we can.
No promises.
No,
All talk
zero
of murdering aside, yeah.
negative promises. I
I will sigh, take out my tailoring kit, and get to work on Jeremy's seams.
May I assist Preston in his crafting check?
I appreciate the intent, but I'd really rather keep work on this one on mine.
All right.
All right, so at this point, the procession with Hamish Ultra at the lead is heading down the Avenue of the Shackles, getting out of sight of you guys. Do you want to follow them? Do you want to head to the front of the procession? What's the plan?
I mean, I believe I'm still wounded and drained. So,
I think we do need to follow, though.
yes, I agree.
yes,
Can
we do.
you do medicine checks while we're walking?
Sure. I don't see why not. But yes, I think we need to try and make it to the front of the procession and speak with Hamish.
And do we have the 10 minutes to refocus between now and then?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take at least a half an hour for this large procession of people to make it to the ziggurat of Zalaman Takesh.
Okay, treat wounds. Got one for Diggy.
Right.
I'm sorry. Oh, I saw the 4. But yeah, it was a 24. You got 4 hit points.
Well,
There you
take
go.
I'm
four.
sorry.
There you go.
But it's at least you didn't roll a 4 like the last time where you just stuck your fingers in me and wiggled them around a bit.
It's not an exact science. And
It should be.
Yeah.
It should be, but it isn't.
I've also got a bunch of healing potions if you're willing to
12.
cover the cost of replacing them.
Wait, didn't you just come out of a pouch full of gold jewels?
After Carlin heals
Yeah.
me, I have 2 healing potions on me. I'm going to drink one of them.
And here's one for Preston.
So it's
Oh.
I'm
Oh,
Oh!
ever so sorry.
Crit fail.
Ooh.
so that's 5 damage, right?
Yeah.
It is,
Yeah.
yes. Not helpful.
Like I said, I
2d8
don't
plus
like it when you just
5.
stick your fingers in there and wiggle them around, Carlin. It's
I'm-
not kind.
I'm not really sure of the nature of Preston's wounds yet. We're going to have to kind of figure that out because I am injured because Jeremy got injured. And we share a hit point. I think I might just
Oh,
I think I might look anemic, and you might notice that in like the same spot where I'm mending seams, I have big fucking bruises.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're not familiar with that, and you just poke me in the bruises, and I make it worse.
I'm very sorry. I will try again in at the next opportunity.
Yeah, I'm not at all sure that you will.
Well, if you're okay with it.
I'll
It was 7
offer
for me.
Preston my other healing potion. If
I
he-
will sigh and then yes, thank you. Actually, I do need that.
So it's 2d8 plus 5.
Nice. 15.
Pretty good.
All right. So after all the kind of walking and healing, you eventually make it to the front of the parade. At this point, the parade has entered the courtyard in front of the ziggurat. And at this point, Hamish sees you, the group of you, all 5 of you. And he says, "Oh, Diggy. Oh, Diggy. Diggy, 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 diggy.
What? I facilitated you getting where you are currently.
I see. You've come to beg for my forgiveness and my
Forgiveness for what?
and for my the great honor of that I can bestow upon you. And I see you've brought me gifts on my ascension to the throne of the shackles. This little dirty goblin. This is a horrible gift, Diggy. This is you didn't do good.
All right, first off, he's a person. He's not a gift.
Oh, and the Pegasus that you brought to my bar. Thank you, Diggy.
Not a gift for you either.
Thank you, Diggy. And with that, he reaches out his hand. And I need Octavia.
How many of us try and slap it away real quick? as
Yeah,
this
like-
happens?
I'm definitely gonna try, and I have something for this, I believe.
Well,
Wait.
let's see what role do you need me to make to
This is
avoid
definitely
being tractor beamed again?
yeah. This is tractor beam time. It's definitely athletics. It's gonna be an athletics check.
Okay. Athletics. I can't do acrobatics.
No, because it's attached
I
to
get.
you. You can't dodge out
I
of
guess
it.
Yeah. I get it. I just had to ask.
Is this a restraining, grabbing, immobilizing, or
Hey!
paralyzing?
Fuck yeah. Oh, that was
Never
Hamish.
mind.
Oh,
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, that probably wasn't supposed to be public.
Evidently, I need to reset that to private GM roles.
yeah. Well,
S-
that should be
Too late.
interesting.
Roll
So-
anyway. You might roll a 20 also.
Uh, is this one of those effects? Grabbing, restraining, immobilizing, or paralyzing?
You know what it is? It is
I
going to be
mean,
that. It's going to be grabbing.
Yes.
Okay, so liberating step is a feature of being a champion. The trigger is an ally taking damage, or trigger is an enemy attempts to grab or grapples your ally, both within 15 feet of me, which I'm in within 15 feet of
Okay.
Octavia, and him. The ally can attempt to break free of the effect. They either attempt a new save or attempt an escape.
So let me see if I get out of it initially first, and then we'll try that.
It's in the chat now.
Okay. No.
Nope. That's only
So,
a
with
17 or 14.
With your reaction, you can re-roll it. Attempt a new save against one such effect that allows a save, or attempt to escape, but you can't escape because it's happening to you right now. You can escape in your turn.
Okay, so it'll
Yeah.
be essentially it's just a reroll right
Yeah.
now.
Is Diggy doing a
This-
Jedi mind trick?
It sure looks like
It's
he's
even
trying.
lower. It's even lower.
That's a 2. Okay, so
Okay, so can
We can deal with this. I think we,
s-
Or you take
since
the L on this one.
unless you want a
since-
hero point, we can work with. we
I'm
can
not
make
going
this
to.
work.
It's too early in the session to hero point. What I would like to ask is, so what I would like to do
mm-hmm.
as this is happening is I would like to position myself such that I know where he is going to be grabbing the collar, because that at least was how it happened with the other guy. And I would like to position my sword and the collar at that location.
Okay, so like yeah. What he is grabbing at is the bit of chain hanging from the collar.
Ah, okay.
But anyway,
That might
you
not,
failed.
no,
you
that,
failed.
Yeah,
so
that wouldn't work then. So yeah, okay.
So with
I guess
a
he grabs the chain.
unseen force, you are tractor beamed toward him by the collar, pulling your neck, and it flies and it right in his hand. He grabs it, ting! And you can see as he touches the chain, the engraving, the lettering on the collar glows for a second, and then fades away.
Do I know if this is an ability that he would have had, like, pre to declaring himself the Ultra, or is this something new he's capable of doing?
This is something new.
Now, okay, but he hasn't been invested yet. How does he have this new ability?
I don't know.
Probably has something to do with announcing it to the general populace of the district and them accepting it, I imagine.
Goddamn. Okay.
So as you
sound reasonable.
Real quick,
mm-hmm.
you mentioned so the runes on the collar. Typically, are they constantly glowing?
Mm-mm.
Have they? Oh, okay. So it's just they got activated when he did the tractor beam thing, and now that he's got the chain in his hands, they're no longer. They've gone back to being dormant, you know, or as okay. I was trying to discern if he had like turned them off so that the collar could be removed, because then I would not be opposed to this. But no.
As you approach the ziggurat, standing at the front gates, the gates open wide, is the Overlord. And he says, I, Overlord of Zalaman Takesh, welcome and greet you, O great shackler, the Ultra of the Shackles. Join me at the council table. And sure. Hamish, just a big shit-eating grin on his face is just like, I don't mind if I do. And he walks in, dragging Octavia with him.
I was really hoping to get a chance to do something before that happened.
Go for it. Do your thing.
Okay. All right. So before that happens, if we can briefly retcon, I would like to sort of jump in front of Octavia next to Hamish and say, well, Hamish, hold on a moment. We have taken on a task for the Overlord. A series of tasks. And if you would grant us some leeway, I may be able to smooth your conversations with the Overlord and explain to him that you were instrumental in us completing one of those tasks for him.
Depending on your motivation in that statement, I would like to give me either a deception, diplomacy.
It would be diplomacy for me, because I'm being
or
legitimate.
society.
Okay, I'm being pretty legitimate.
I also have a statement to make after Carlin finishes.
Is there a way I can aid Carlin in this action? I am also trained in diplomacy.
Well, what would you say?
Maybe the best thing is to not say anything.
I'm going to do something that I have never in my entire time in this city done. And I will attempt to look at Hamish with respect after Carlin speaks.
You need to give me like a fortitude save or some roll here to do that.
I would deception check.
What is it?
At
Acting?
minimum?
What is it? Performance.
I will take the fortitude save, please.
Performance. It has to be a performance roll. Performance or deception, one of the two.
Both are 0, which I think is great.
Gotta earn it.
It's very real.
19.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and what do you say? What do you say exactly again?
I don't. I actually look at him as though I respect him for the first time that he has ever seen. Actually, so you know what it'll look like? You know that Leo DiCaprio from The Great Gatsby
Where he
meme?
toasts
where he's
the
just like,
toast. Yeah.
I will
But,
take
yeah.
out my flask, open it up,
And
Hold it up to
toast to him.
and take a swig.
Interesting. Okay, so as he's walking through the main gates of the ziggurat, he glances over his shoulder. He sees Diggy with the eyes of a respectful man, giving him that toast, saying "Good job" in not those words, and giving him the Buddy Christ pointer shooter guns.
Yes.
And he stops. He hesitates. And he says, Diggy. Turns around. He says, Diggy. I've always not liked you.
Muttering, just like, oh, starting bitch.
But I tolerated you. For the sake of the bottom line, I tolerated you.
It helped.
I see here your friends want this animal back. I've often been told that rewarding your employees is a good business tactic. I've never prescribed to it. But I think today I'm gonna, based upon the respect you've shown me, I feel I can make an exception. I allow you to take this Pegasus from me.
I raise my drink to him again.
Okay.
And then I take a
If-
very long pull because I'm going to have to be a little drunk after this.
And in the intervening time, while Diggy is doing this very long pull, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
It involves the nature of these contracts. Now, Velgux's contract was to deliver me to the Overlord.
Yes.
That's done.
Does that not, in effect, make me the Overlord's property?
I think technically, I don't know if the Overlord realizes that right now, but that is by contract, yes. That's
It
correct.
does not matter if he realizes it.
Yes.
What would the consequences be for somebody giving away somebody else's property?
Very good.
Why are you
Okay.
trying to get me in trouble?
No. You are not the one who would be getting in trouble for this. Hamish would be the one getting in trouble for this. He is giving away the Overlord's property.
You make a very good point. You can bring that up to the Overlord, but he currently seems like he does not realize that. He is still waiting for Hamish to come into the ziggurat. Before you do anything else, Belgux and Preston, I need you to give me a perception check.
And let me know when I can actually do my diplomacy check here, because I still haven't done that.
That was why'd you Diggy? I didn't tell you to do it. I said Belgux and Preston.
I didn't click that. I didn't think.
Yeah, maybe it came up under. Oh, maybe I was using the wrong character sheet. Guess what lets me use your character sheet? Hey,
Okay, there you go. Two more than both of you. As this is all happening, this is a complicated situation. You see, and the doors are wide open. These very large doors into the ziggurat. You see into the main room of the ziggurat. And down at the end of the hallway, both of you see Chaladastra. Belgux, you know Chaladastra from the previous episodes in the campaign. Preston, you know Chaladastra from a certain incident.
Oh, what did you do?
You can do anything you want to with that, but Octavia, Carlin, give me your save, your roll.
Okay.
Does he get the advantage or plus bonus to it from aiding?
I don't know, just roll. We'll see what happens.
All right. Oh, for Christ's sake, please.
16.
And your intention was to convince him to give you Octavia?
So,
or
I
no,
hadn't
you're
actually
trying to
made
convince
the
him that you can help
requests yet.
him. Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, I'm gonna use my hero point because something just tells me that that's not quite good enough.
Okay, go for it. Oh! Okay.
Good use of a hero point.
As Hamish hands off Octavia's chain to Diggy, he turns to Carlin. He says, I see you're a shrewd man. I see you have influence speaking for the name of Suna in this city. There are not many voices of Suna here. I believe, too, you can help me. And I gratefully accept your word and influence. You have a powerful friend, my friend. And that friend is me. Hamish Ultra.
Well, I thank you, but I do ask for a bit of leniency from you and to continue to serve Suna in the city of Zalaman Takesh. I ask that in your wisdom, and as you carry forth as the great shackler, the way I see it, your inn is no longer your primary concern. In that, I ask that you free Diggy from his debts and allow him to assist us in assisting the city of Zalaman Takesh in order to serve yourself and the Overlord in restoring order to this city.
As I think about who I'm going to respond, a quick shout out to the chat. Someone named Dalton Stinson is saying that Pathfinder is better than D&D. Dalton,
He
I think I agree with you.
wonders.
I think
He was
He
wondering that.
wonders if it's better.
I'm going to answer.
There are some people
it is
in
better.
this group that definitely think so.
It is better. Anyway,
I can think of at least one.
Got a few reasons.
a brief pause from Hamish, and then immediately just a full-throated belly. You want Diggy. This Diggy.
Yes. I don't personally know any other Diggies. Seems as
my
though
friend.
you find him less than greatly valuable. I could find value in his services.
There's a Master of Suna. You have many lessons to learn in the art of negotiation. Everything has value. And if you see value in him, he's valuable to me. So therefore, if you wish me to cross out Diggy's debts and bequeath him to you, you must promise me you will serve me in the court of negotiation at least once. When I call upon you to negotiate on my behalf, you will answer. One time. Come on, for Diggy? You'd do that for Diggy, wouldn't you?
I intend to argue in your favor right now with the Overlord.
I'm already the Great Shackler. There are many negotiations in the future. Do you accept this?
I accept.
The next few minutes are going to be a shit show.
It's bound.
Aren't they always?
Yes, but I feel like these are going to be these next few minutes are going to be even worse.
Here's the thing. Like, nobody said you had to do a good job.
It's true.
Mm.
It's very true.
You just said you had to represent him. Didn't mean, like, you had to be good at it.
And who knows, I might not be.
I mean, it's
Right.
given. It's given in there. You have to do it in his favor. Yeah.
You have to try.
That's a problem for another time, apparently.
Okay. So with that, he pulls out a ledger, a little, leather-bound book, many pages, and it turns. What's your last name again, Diggy?
Hole.
H-O Hole. Yeah, I forgot.
H-O-A-L. Diggy hole.
Diggy Hole. Oh, whoa! Look at this. What a coincidence, Diggy. Your debts would have been paid in full by the end of today. But it's okay. I'll cross out one day's work for Diggy.
Does that mean I get paid for a day's work?
No, that pay
no,
was
no, of
taken
course
for
not.
room and board. I paid it to you, and then I extracted it from your paycheck to pay for where you've been living and the food you've been eating.
From nowhere, Diggy produces a pipe and some pipe weed. And his flask and just walks away. At least a few steps.
All right. Preston Belgux, are you guys doing anything?
I'll be right back.
I'm conflicted on whether I even want to go in there. Chaladas was sort of frightening.
Chowdasher is an interesting character.
And one that I don't think
Aladaster's
likes
a
me very
horror
much.
show.
Yeah.
Are we vibing, Belgux and I? Do we notice that we each are noticing this other thing? How do you want to play this?
No, you guys really
Sharing
don't.
the-
You definitely don't. But you guys both, he catches your eye. Not,
Okay.
but for different reasons.
All right, I think we just share a look. I get a little confused about what's going on here and where the goblin came from. Why the goblin seems to know what's going on in there. And then I will turn back to kind of the rest of the group who I've at least met for 5 minutes and say, so we're not going inside after all?
Well,
Okay,
we
he's
may be
here.
going inside, but we're going inside free people.
Okay, so hold on, because I have some follow-up questions. Does Diggy actually have like the chain now?
No,
Octavia now would belong to
Carlin
me.
does. No, yeah, you're right. Diggy has
No,
the
it's-
chain. Diggy has the chain. Yeah.
Now,
Does that mean that I can release?
was there an understanding of a transfer of property?
I feel like there was.
Yeah, there
That's
was.
I do too.
There was. There definitely was.
Okay.
So now that I am the owner of
Well-
this,
So here's the thing, you're not.
right?
I have no owner.
No. The fact
She
that I
does, though.
have an owner is the crux of this gambit.
Okay.
We need to go in there. At least Diggy and I need to follow.
Right. Because if I can't take your collar off, it's because I'm not your official
Well,
owner. Because the ownership still exists to another person.
Well, it's more so that I just need to inform the Overlord that the new shackler has decided to give away his property.
Do you want to do that while you're
Yeah.
still shackled? Or can I release you from that?
Well, I think still being shackled is the correct call because it shows that you didn't try to additionally take away his property, which would bring wrath upon you.
Right. Don't worry about
I'm looking at getting this guy removed permanently.
Let's do it. And for the first time, at least this episode, Diggy drinks from his flask in joy instead of in sorrow.
Now that Carlin is back, I do have another point of order here. Hold on.
Nope.
Did that come through? No?
Nope.
Not
No,
that Discord is
nothing.
on my side.
I turned it off.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
This is bullshit.
So real quick, after the exchange with Hamish happens, I walk over to Diggy and I say, I release you from whatever bullshit that you're a free dwarf.
And for a second time, Diggy drinks from his flask in joy.
And with that, Hamish looks at the 5 of you, gives each of you a nod, turns on his heels, and walks into the ziggurat.
You know, that's possibly the most elegant I have ever seen him be.
Jeremy waves goodbye and Preston reaches up to snatch his arm down.
No, stop. Okay,
I'm
so
going to move to follow.
So yes, some things to consider here. Octavia, obviously you want to go in there and pull this pull the rug out of from underneath Hamish, but the 2 other objectives you had, Carlin has to make a birthday cake. It is getting afternoonish right now.
Can you still make that cake magically?
I need to take a rest to do it. Not looking great.
I'm
You
pretty
still-
sure I could bake you a cake if I really had to.
I do have a crafting skill. I have worked in a bar. I'm just not good at it.
The other two leaders of the city, one is wow, I'm brain farting on this guy's name or who he is. Yes, the Lugar, who is his center of his part of the city is the Brass Bull Casino. You also need to go to Nezib Kesh, which is the mechanical part of the city, the factories. This is where Urki went in his spider exosuit.
Her.
I keep doing it. I keep saying him. Sorry, her. And lastly, you guys are here to find out what happened to Prelate Carver. And you were sent to, now that you're here, Carlin, you have access to the libraries of Zalaman Takesh. Those are all the things to consider, and the last thing to consider is you guys are beat up and you need to rest. So there's a lot to consider there.
Well, personally, I would like to take a rest and
Whip up a geek.
make a cake. This is
Now, why do you... This hasn't been adequately explained. Why do you need a cake?
Well, the short
Don't
answer
know.
is
Yeah.
it's someone's birthday, and
Oh.
I owe
Oh,
them a
okay.
cake.
No,
I can
that
magically
actually
make
makes sense.
said cake if I go back to the inn and go to sleep for a while.
Why don't you just bake the cake? It seems like a waste of time.
Well, I grew up in mining camps, seminaries, monasteries, and military priesthood orders. You can imagine that I have not learned how to make cake.
Porridge. He can make porridge, and that's
Right.
about it.
Yes, I can grill a steak.
Fine. Let's get out of here and change that. Okay, do something useful with this day.
Fair enough.
Wait, do you
Do you know how to
make a cake?
I mean, not a professional, but sure, I'm a dad with a +8 in crafting.
My contract says nothing specific as best I remember about quality.
There is
Only
nothing. There is
+6 in crafting.
There is no caveat to quality.
At this point, Octavia is straining against the chain that is in Diggy's hand.
I'm just gonna follow where the chain leads me.
All right, so you're being drawn into
Like without even thinking about it. He's
The
continuing
ziggurat.
his conversation as he's just like following the chain. Like
And I thought we weren't going in there. What are we doing?
I go where. Yeah, this is what happens.
All right, so Octavia Digia, you're going into the ziggurat. Belgix, Preston, Carlin, what are you doing?
We just need to pick. I can get into them. I don't think you can.
Well, as a group, I don't know that we should be separating if that's where they're going.
Let me look then to Diggy and say, Diggy, could you pull her back? Or is she dead set on this?
Diggy makes a mild amount of resistance.
It's gonna take more than a mild amount of resistance.
Yeah, it's
Diggy
As
tries
soon
to
as
stop.
there's-
He's with
as
his
soon
plus.
as there's any amount of resistance, I'm full bore running. Like I was just like walking and straining against the chain,
fortitude?
and now I'm full bore running.
That's probably
Or
an
they're
athletics
Give me
contest.
both of you
Who's
give me
scraping across the
give me a what's the right word? Contrasting athletics check.
All right,
Mm.
here we are.
Yeah, we'll
Real die versus real die.
Fuck. 19.
yeah, that's only a 17.
Ooh.
right.
Hold on. I'm gonna use my hero point.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm gonna use my hero
Hell
point
yeah. Crit
on
fishing.
this.
That's what I was saying before.
Shit.
I think the dice have spoken.
Boom.
That
Mm.
was on the 20, but it
Mm.
ran into my
Was.
dice box.
Well.
It's part of the
Alright.
field of play.
With that, you see, you know, when dogs, when you hold the leash and their feet start on a slippery floor, you know, it's like, but he's not going anywhere. That's what Octavia is doing, and Diggy's just like holding it with a confused look on his face.
Great. So why did you want us to stop then?
Because going in there is very, very dangerous. And I also think she's going to stab somebody.
I don't think she's gonna stab anyone. Are you gonna stab anyone?
How long is the chain?
I don't know, 4 feet,
Okay,
Generally,
so
that remains to be seen.
less than that, 3 feet.
I could definitely hear that then. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't far enough away to where like that would have been
Oh no, it's
difficult to hear.
clear and out loud.
I have no intention of stabbing anybody. Whether or not
See?
somebody gets stabbed is still unknown,
Yeah, you
but it will not be me doing the stabbing.
See?
I don't see. I really don't actually.
Neither do I, but like I feel like I should be on her side. Like she wants to be free, and I was just free,
No,
so
but-
like
Certainly, but can't you do that?
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to Belgux and ask
Yeah.
for a copy of your contract, or to basically just ask for your contract, the one you had to deliver me.
The one that's been already fully executed?
Yes.
Sure. Okay. Here. Don't need that paper anymore. Go crazy.
I will then explain.
Jeez, Carlin. Jeez.
all right, all right, all right.
I will then explain to the group that under the terms of this contract,
Nothing.
I was to be delivered to the Overlord, thereby making me his property. A transfer of property just occurred between Hamish and Diggy, that property being me. I'm relatively certain that Hamish not owning me is a violation of some sort of contract that probably puts him in a world of hurt.
Stealing from the Overlord.
But why do you care? He's just been
Octavia.
elevated to a position where he could probably help you and seems willing to do it.
Octavia, move your camera back.
Why? Oh. If he was willing to help me, he would have just removed the collar. Instead of pulling the same shit that the previous
All right.
Shackler.
leader of the Shackler did, and force me into his grasp and then give me away like I'm nothing.
At this time, Hamish has gone all the way into the main room of the ziggurat, and the main doors are starting to close.
Octavia, if the angle that you're going for is going to work, it will work tomorrow as well.
I don't think so. And at that, noticing that the doors are starting to shut, I make a dash for the doors. Full bore. I would like some sort of surprise.
Give me another at
I mean, if you want to beat my perception, you have to beat an 18.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
no matter what, it's going to come down to an athletics check because you can't sneak out of that collar. You can't surprise him out of that collar.
I can surprise the chain out of his hand.
All right,
That's what I'm going for.
Go for it.
And
What roll this is going to be? It's going to be a diggy reflex saving throw.
Okay. So
Against
this is
what?
Be against your dexterity modifier 10 plus your dexterity modifier.
That seems low. That would only be a 14. That seems low.
Let's see here.
Is it a reflex save against her reflex DC?
Yeah, reflex DC.
Okay, what is
So 10 plus your reflex.
Yeah, 10 plus 12. Your reflex saving throw is 12.
Oh, okay. So it'd be
22.
He has to beat a 22.
Yep.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Well, I don't think a 2 will beat it.
Oh,
Because the 2 plus 6 is an 8.
so this is definitely a situation.
Do you want to use your hero point?
You can use your hero point if you like.
No.
He seems pretty determined to go that
No,
way.
I was almost going to willingly fail the save, regardless. So
So this is a whole
seems dead set
situation
on
where
doing this, and I'm not against free will.
This is a whole situation where you guys are going back and forth and talking and discussing, and then all of a sudden Octavia goes, "But,"
Yeah, it's like
and then just pieces
Counterpoint.
out.
it's like counterpoint gone.
And she goes fast enough where the chain slips right out of your hand, Diggy, and she's into the main hall. Does everyone want to follow or not?
Well, I guess a decision has been
Yep.
made,
Yep.
and then Carlin will start running after Octavia.
All right.
Yep.
And
Well,
the door,
running too.
this is not like Indiana Jones
for
door
me, wait
closing.
for
This
me,
is
I got little
all of you can
legs.
easily get into the door before it closes.
Where is
And is
my
this a-
speed?
Is this a place where we're publicly meant to be?
It's kind of, think of it like the Capitol building in the
Carlin
United
and
States.
I
Like
have
it's
business here anyway.
it's
right?
technically
Like,
open to the public, but it's heavily controlled. All right, you all
play it
enter. Okay, here we go. Hold on. We're gonna do the map situation here. We're finally gonna do a map situation.
Yep.
Bam. Activate. All right, so you guys all enter the throne room. Hamish and his son Harmon are about halfway down this long unrolled carpet. At the end is the Overlord, standing in front of his throne, and to his left is Chaladastra. And you know what? Let's say Octavia's a little farther down. She is right about there.
okay.
I would like to demanifest Eidolon, recall Jeremy, and also invoke my hat of disguise to be someone else.
Okay.
So the way I want to play this based on the map here is basically I'm just sprinting full bore right until I get to the carpet. And then I'm walking normally.
Okay.
I don't want to. The sprint was just to get out of being held, and then I'll even stop and like pick up the chain in my mouth so that it doesn't drag on the floor.
Okay.
And basically we'll follow.
You hear at the end of this is a very formal situation. They're all like, like stepping in time, and like it's all like a very like a coronation or something like that. And at the end of the hall, you see the Overlord speak in his loudest oratory voice that he's saying. The council welcomes the great Shackler back to the ziggurat. Please proceed and take your place upon the raised platform. You hear Hamish call in return, Overlord, I accept your invitation, and I proceed with all the power of the shackles behind me. I bring as my squire my grateful, strong, and independent son, Harmon.
Oh my God!
And
really?
you hear Harmon. And you hear Harmon.
Hold
on. And you hear
just
Harmon.
said that out loud.
And you hear Harmon say, "I accept your invitation, Father, and I will serve you the best of my ability."
You hear laughing from the back of the room.
No, I was gonna say I feel like at least.
As soon as Hamish says his strong son, there's just I can't stop laughter. Rob and Alex have heard me laugh very, very loudly before. It's like in a chamber like this, it's an echo.
I imagine it draws attention.
Octavia, you're breaking up a little bit.
Oh,
There you go.
I?
You're back now. Say what you just said.
Okay.
We didn't hear what you just said.
Oh, I was just gonna say I imagine that echoous laughter has now brought attention to everybody that is behind Hamish.
Exactly. Everyone, as
Yep.
Diggy lets out a belly laugh that reverberates in this room, everyone turns to face you. And before you can do anything beyond that, you hear a very strange... I mean, you as players know this sound. It sounds like a voice coming through a microphone. But you as people in this fantasy world don't know what that is. And you hear this, modulated, scratchy voice say... And you hear, like, there's multiple voices coming from multiple directions, as if coming from multiple speakers. And it says... The gate must be protected, and it must never be used. Take apart the demonologist who wishes to use the gates and enter the veil.
Arcana roll? What the fuck is he talking about?
And with that,
Does the voice sound familiar?
Yes, it does. It's a female voice.
Oh.
And from that sound, you see on the balconies surrounding the courtyard, giant mechanical spiders crawling their way over the handrail into the room. Skablow.
Not who I thought it was. Still recognize the voice, but
This is the voice of Erky, who is from is Belgux's character from a previous campaign who has come to Zalamon Takesh to protect the way gates.
Oh.
There's a lot going on here. Sorry, Preston. There's a lot of backstory happening.
Yeah.
I don't even know this
I might
backstory.
need to
There's a
resummon the
portal.
bear. And I rebear the bear immediately.
Well, I mean,
But
technically,
essentially,
none of the
everyone-
characters here knows.
Yeah, true.
Well, we saw a portal open behind the throne previously in this campaign.
Y'all
So,
did. I
table
was tending
talk.
bar.
table talk for players, there is an interdimensional portal behind the throne.
That Octavia inadvertently opened and let Urki through.
Yes.
Whoops.
You must not read from the book.
So, with that, everyone needs
Basically.
to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Yay.
I can't roll stealth for this, can I?
Can I roll athletics for this?
Oh, boo.
This is going to be perception because they're sneaking up on you.
Okay.
Wait,
I
I
have-
said initiative.
Could I have Jeremy back before we get started, though?
Oh my god, so many dice. Yes, you can. Let me get Jeremy back for you.
Holy shit, Urky.
What?
The Urky spiders, man. They fucking...
Where's Jeremy? Did Jeremy get in here?
Yeah, he's around.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus
one for each of us.
Christ.
But he's not on the combat list.
He doesn't need to be. He's part of me.
Ah, true. Okay, Octavia, what did you roll for initiative?
13.
13. That's very low for you.
I rolled a 2 on the dice.
Oh, scheisse.
Wow,
Yeah.
you are dead last. So,
Yep.
with that, the first in this initiative is Chaladastra. And with that, he sees the spiders, he narrows his eyes, and then he steps to the side of the Overlord.
Shelinastra is the demonologist?
Yes.
Gotcha.
First up, this spider jumps off the balcony and moves to here. That's his entire movement. Next spider jumps to here. And the
Are they
third
coming after
spider.
us, or are they just coming after everybody?
That's
We don't know yet.
Based on the
Preston, it's your turn.
announcement that was made, I imagine they are going after Chaladastra.
That sort of remains to be seen, but we've got to get ourselves set up. Okay. First section, tandem move. Tandem move. Okay. Get to about there. I'd love a free action look at Octavia and go, you sure you want to do this?
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Can I respond?
In your turn.
Or-
Your turn.
Okay,
your
I'll wait for my turn then. Can I get an
I-
initial response at the beginning of a combat? I just want to do one thing.
No. You
And
get-
it's
No?
it's not even anything that's going to affect anything.
you gotta wait until your turn.
It's pure
Gotta
pure
wait until your turn.
flavor.
Gotta
just,
wait until
just
your
just as soon as the spiders show up, that's all I want. It's pure flavor. It doesn't affect anything about the situation.
All right, you obviously really want this. Go ahead.
Okay. So as soon as the spiders show up and the announcement ends, the chain drops from Octavia's mouth and she's just staring like just
Deep.
kind of looking back and forth with her mouth open, and that's it. Just like kind of a what the fuck's going on kind of thing.
Okay.
Which I think also explains the 2 on the dice.
Then I will stop here with Preston and Jeremy. I'll roll with Reinforce Eidolon. And I want Jeremy to ready. If anything comes within melee range, it's going to get a whack.
A swipe. Okay.
Swipe is which one? I need to make sure I know which attack is which because he has a slam and a swipe. It gets a slam.
Who are we attacking? Are we attacking Taladrestra, or are you going up for Spider?
He's readying
No
the
one yet.
action. He's readying the action,
Yeah,
so if anyone comes
okay.
in range, you can hit him.
If Spider, then Bear attack Spider.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next up is the Overlord. He steps to the edge of the platform, looks at this as, this is unacceptable. Who is this? What is going on here? What are these spiders? No, that's what all he does. Diggy, it's your turn.
We know not, Lord. And then Diggy's movement is only 15, so he's going to use 2 actions to move to
Don't-
there.
Mhm.
Okay. I was gonna say don't.
And
I can't say anything yet.
his 3rd action to raise a shield.
Great shield is raised. Hamish turns, sees these spiders crawling down from the balconies. And like it's the clicking of metal against stone as they climb down. And he sees them coming and he's like, yeah. And he does a little I'm afraid sound. And he runs toward the Overlord to right there.
Wow.
Leaving his son.
Yes. Next up is
Yeah.
Harmon. Harmon says, "Don't hurry, father. I'll save you." And he steps to here and
Oh, this is going to die.
swings on.
God damn.
Damn it! Let me do that.
Are we going to have to
swings on the
save
spider.
Harmon?
I am. I'm gonna have to save Harmon.
Why?
Reasons. Capital R.
And he hits.
Oh.
He hits actually.
Impressive.
I also have reasons, and those reasons generally being
And he does
don't let children get hurt.
some damage. So he reaches out, and you hear he pulls out his sword. Shink! And you hear like a clang as it hits steel on metal. Steel on metal, metal on metal. I don't know what the right answer is there. That is Harmon's turn. It is now the next spider's turn. No, that messed up. There we go. That spider. This spider jumps down and heads to the center of the room.
Ooh.
Carlin, it's your turn.
Okay, so I would like to run to here, right next to Octavia. Then can I... You tell me how this will work. Can I pick up Octavia mid-run?
You're both medium size. Give me an athletics check.
Sure.
Oh yeah, you pick her up.
Okay, and then I would like to continue running.
I would like to respond to being picked up.
How would you like
Is
to
it just
respond?
wound?
I would like to
Wait.
flail wildly and scream because he's now dragging me towards exactly where I do not want to go at this time.
All right, Carlin, is that your turn?
Yes.
Belgux, your turn.
Okay.
Free action to drop.
It is a free action to drop.
Release Octavia.
Here? Are you kidding? Can I react?
Fly away.
Can I react by kicking him, please?
No.
So I'm going up here, and I'm gonna hand off a potion of expeditious retreat to adjacent Diggy
To
and Preston.
Diggy and Preston.
Fuck yeah, I'll take one.
I don't
Yeah.
want one, honestly.
Okay, fine.
Expeditious retreat.
Yes.
Fabulous.
It's like, yeah, this is a dicey situation. We might not want to be here. But we'll see. Or I'll
All right.
pass.
Is that your turn?
Actually, so full movement is one action? Like
Yes.
Yeah,
15. Yeah, whatever your movement is one action.
Okay. So I can do one, two, three. And I'll hand off one to Carlin and Octavia, should they
But
be
the
inclined.
but the handoff is an action also. So that's
Okay. So then
moved.
I stop there.
Yeah.
So I
yeah.
move, actions, and then move,
Yeah.
and then pass.
All
It
right.
is a free action to drop things.
Not handoff. You're interacting.
Right. But he could drop them, and then we could pick them up as an action.
Well, however you want to do it. You can pick it up as an action, or he can give it to you, and you don't have to use an action. It's just in your possession.
Yeah. Not dropping them.
Okay.
So
Last spider. Going right there.
Oh, thanks.
Octavia, it is your
Backward.
turn.
Okay. I'm going to start
Why?
by yelling at Carlin. Why the hell did you do that? We should have hung back. This isn't our fight. They're clearly after not us. We should see how this plays out and only act if attacked. I would then like to make an unarmed attack against Carlin to kick him.
Okay.
Is it a
so-
shove or is it a...
No, it's just a kick. My so it. I mean, it won't be much damage, but you know. And let's see.
let's see.
Let's see if I even hit.
Crit.
Crit, oh, Jesus.
You're not helping Belgux.
It's an 18.
So that is a 28 to hit.
Okay.
So
It's not a
that's
crit.
it.
That's definitely a hit.
And so it's
Unarmed
damage.
attack is D6.
No, it's not. It's 1d4 plus 1.
Nah.
For me, at least, it's 1d4 plus 1. So you'll take 3 damage,
Clang.
and then I'm gonna move back here,
Okay.
and I'm going to wait and see what the hell happens.
All right. Next up is Chaladastra. Chaladastra just waits. He does not move. He stays where he is. Next up is this spider. He runs up behind Harmon.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh boy, this is gonna be bad. Bad for Harmon.
And
It's going to be a real.
and this is where we're likely going to get into the fight because
Carlin and Preston aren't gonna have much of a choice. Or Diggy and Preston also.
yeah. No,
Sure.
I fully understand. I fully understand. There's you gotta play to the flavor.
All right, so the spider swipes on. Yeah, okay. He is going to do a regular attack. And misses. And he's going to do it again at -5. This one hits and does boy. Oh boy. He comes up
Don't you
behind.
love it when the DM makes those noises?
All right, next up is the next
Hold on.
spider.
Before you do that,
Mhm.
can I have the conditions that are on me removed? I am not currently grabbed, off guard, or immobilized.
That is probably true. There you go. All right, this spider is next to Carlin, is swinging on Carlin. And rolls a natural 1 and misses.
Ooh, sweet.
And then he's going to move to here. Go for it again, because why not? What's your AC?
20.
Rolled exactly a 20. And you take, ooh, max damage 16.
Oof. Okay.
God's sake, somebody help our healer.
Next up is this spider who's going to swing on Harlan again.
Armin?
Oh. Critical hits.
Oh no.
Does 32 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely
sweet Harmon.
Armin gets dying 1.
He's still alive, barely.
Wow. Surprisingly hardy.
Swings on him again, misses. Swings on him a third time, misses.
That would have killed me. Right now, at least.
Preston, it is your turn.
I yell no at the top of my lungs. I say act together to cast Evolution Surge to throw the speed on Jeremy again.
Mm-hmm.
And while that action occurs, Jeremy gets to make his first move. His speed is 45. I'm using the wrong tool. Speed is 45, and he moves to there.
Oh boy.
Then
I just love the idea of a giant stuffed teddy bear like sprinting, like full run.
he just books it.
It's very anime
Absolutely,
in my mind.
absolutely does. And is there anything? I will say tandem move so that he can finish the move there, and I can. I don't even know where to be. Harlan, are you helped if you're flanked? Or should I just stay the fuck out of the way?
I wasn't necessarily planning on attacking
Okay,
this
I'm going
spider,
to.
so no.
I'll be over here. Thank you very much. But that is the end of my action economy, unfortunately.
The Overlord steps one step down the stairs, swings on the spider.
Spider explodes in a puff of goo.
Ooh, that's a critical hit.
The spider explodes in a
my
cloud of goo.
God. Oh, it does 31 points of damage.
Another reason why I wanted to wait and see how this played out, because I figured
It's not that intimidating, honestly. Hit for 31.
All right, that's his turn. It is now Diggy's turn.
Diggy is at the very least going to move up in support of Carlin, because that will take one action of movement. At which point, he gonna roll to hit.
All right.
Oh,
All right, here we go. Well, a 3 plus 10 is a 13.
That does not hit.
All right, -5. That's not much better. 6 plus 6 is 12, so no, not this time.
All right.
That's my actions.
Oh, that was so not exciting. Hamish
I know, I'm sorry.
continues to cower behind the throne like the coward that he is.
Terrible day.
Harmon,
BRB.
as the teddy bear comes up beside him, he says, Thanks for helping me, teddy bear. I think you're my only friend. And he
Oh, damn.
moves around here, attacks this guy. That is a hit. Does 15 points of damage. All right, it is now the other spider's turn. It is running to here and attacking Harmon.
What do you have against this kid?
Let's see here.
Yeah.
That is a miss. And that's his turn. It is now Carlin's turn. What are you thinking about, Carlin? I can see you, the gears turning over there.
I'm really quite unsure how to go about this situation. Last turn, I was trying to get Octavia closer to the throne to facilitate the earlier goal of showing the Overlord the contract, and now I'm face to face still with a giant spider. So Carlin is confused. Okay, looking at my character sheet now, measuring. Okay, I am going to run to here, and I am going to battle medicine treat wounds on Hamish.
Oh, no, that's Harmon.
Oh,
Harmon. That's what I meant. Oh, holy shit.
Wow.
That's a critical hit for 24 hit points.
You walk up and Harmon looks at you with surprise and he says,
I look back with surprise as well.
I will. No, you're my only friend. Is that your turn?
Yes, 2 moves and a heal.
Belgux, it's your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I hang back with Octavia. But I don't know why these things are going on. No, I'll hand her a potion of Expedition Street, and I'll what's the other one? And a minor healing potion. And yeah, gonna pass and see what happens. I'm not a melee person.
All right, no offensive spells. Okay. All right, next up is this spider. He is going to come. That's a double move to get to the rear of Diggy, who is now off guard. He is going to swing on you. Which is a 23 and it hits. Diggy takes 6 points of damage. Oh, Diggy's not even here. I will do it for him. 6 points of damage. Okay. Next up is Octavia.
Okay. Well, since we've now been dragged into battle, the spider to the right of Diggy, has that
Mhm.
already been damaged?
No. Neither of the ones, the two closest to you have been damaged yet. The ones up top have been damaged.
Okay. Well, then it doesn't matter which one.
Okay, the one you're flanking is now off guard. There we go.
Okay. So that was one action. It's 1d4 plus 4. Okay, so I'm gonna attack this thing with my short sword.
Roll for it. Current AC with it being off guard is 18.
So I need to roll an 8 or higher. That's a crit.
Roll it up. Roll it up.
Okay. So because they were off guard, I get my sneak attack.
Yes, you do.
How does sneak attack and crit work?
You should double everything.
That's-
In Pathfinder, it's double everything.
Roll everything.
Roll
the
everything
dice.
and then double it.
Okay. So that will be 1d6 plus 4 for the sword, and then sneak attack is an additional 1d6. So it'll be 2d6
Plus
4
4
and
times
then
2.
double it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 2. That's a 4.
So,
So
6,
10,
20?
20.
There we go. Bam, you come behind it, slicing into its armor. And you have one more action.
Might as well swing again.
Okay. -5.
Nope, -4.
-4, yes.
Damn it, Carlin! Couldn't you have rolled that as a critical against one of us?
Nat 20,
Hold on.
nat
hold on.
20 to a nat
Hold
1.
on. Did anybody else see that? Where it was on that for a pretty decent amount of time before it rolled back to the 1.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
my eyes were
It
off.
happens. It happens.
All right, so crit fail.
All right.
I guess that's everything.
Yeah. At this point, the demonologist, Chaladastra, turns and faces the giant circular ruin that has been exposed behind the Gate of Zalaman. And he starts waving his hand in front of it. And you see something materialize inside of the gate, much like the Stargate effect, where it's the glass rippling water inside a circle.
Seven chevrons click into place before it happens.
That takes all 3 of his actions. With that, the spider sees this happen, runs to here. That's his full movement.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Next spider is down here with and it immediately. Does anyone have attack of opportunity?
No.
No. So he runs all the way to there. And lastly, this spider runs basically to there. It is now Preston's turn.
All the spiders look like they're heading out. They're all going that way suddenly.
Possible.
Changes what I was gonna do, actually. Actually, no, I don't think it does. I think playing to flavor, like Octavia mentioned a minute ago, all of Preston's joviality is gone. He is furious at this point. He yells at Carlin, grab him, and let's get out of here. And he casts Bone Shaker, which is going to be a fun spell. Yeah, you heard me. It's not all confetti clouds. Throw all 3 actions at the spider next to Harmon and Carlin up there. I grab it by the exoskeleton and I close my fist and try and crumple it and throw it away.
Ooh.
This is the 3-action one?
This is the 3-action one. Where does it actually call the save?
As a 2-action version, plus you put the target's body and his bones moving it around an awkward manner. This allows the rules for.
Where the hell is this? Oh, I have to click the 3 bone shaker. Okay. DC 4 save. DC 24 save.
DC 20 fortitude save.
Yes.
That is a fail. I rolled a 14.
Okay. It takes 3d8.
And it's enfeebled.
Which is, yeah, hang on. 3d8. Which is pretty good.
17. Hold on. Before anything happens, this giant hand comes up and you hear it just like a Coke can being crunched.
Crush. And I drag it 15 feet away to the north. Is fine. Away from Harmon.
15 feet would be 1, 2, 3. There you go.
And all of this is accompanied by like hand out, crush, and throw.
Oh, great. It is now, and as you're crunching, you hear like the speaker like malfunctioning, and you hear it say, protect the gates, and it dies.
Yeah.
It is now the Overlord's turn.
Overlord smash.
He runs to over here and goes through a doorway and is gone.
Okay.
Next up is Diggy.
Diggy, sensing that most of the creatures are leaving here, is going to use all 3 actions to run up to Harmon's side and bolster him.
Yes. Save Harmon. How have I turned you into allies of Harmon in this campaign? I have no idea.
Because he's a child.
He's 20-something.
Yeah,
He's
but
a
not in
child.
his brain.
His child.
All right, that's Diggy's turn. Hamish continues to cower like the coward he is.
What a piece of...
Harmon says, "Together we can defeat them together."
I will... Can I attempt to keep him from moving from his current spot?
Not now.
Damn it.
Oh, okay. It looks like you did remove it. I was going to say it. You shouldn't be off guard anymore.
He moves up to here. This one is now.
Bold.
Braver than I would have expected.
Can he move that fast?
Yes, he can.
Probably a double move.
And then he will strike.
That's my full movement to get there, and I was right next to him. That's 3 moves.
And
Wow.
misses. All right, that is Harmon's turn. It is now Carlin's turn.
Yikes.
Stripes.
So, for lore and background and audience sake, who was the voice that we heard?
The voice is of Urki. Essentially,
Okay, just
the
double
protector of the other waygate in the continent away. And when this waygate was activated, he came through with his mechanical helpers. She, God, every time. She came through and is protecting the waygate.
Really? It sounded like she was hunting for sunset when she came through. One of her basically her first words were, "Where is sunset?"
She is... You can interpret it as whatever you like. I will leave her true motivations to myself. Carlin, what you gonna do?
Oh, damn. I'm not sure there's a whole lot I can do. The only spells that I can use that would be helpful for what I am now understanding is our goal are either out of range or too many actions based on where I can get to.
What's it gonna be?
Okay. I'm gonna move to here. And I am going to battle medicine the spider.
What?
I'm incredibly sorry if this goes awry,
It's an option.
but I
It's,
feel like Carlin has realized what is going on and what his goal should be here. And let me just double check how many actions battle medicine is.
Wow, I did not see this coming.
Yeah, same as treat wounds. I am going to battle medicine the spider so that it can do what I now realize is its job. Or I'm going to attempt to battle medicine the spider.
Oh, a lot of stuff on too.
All right.
Jesus.
Crit success, so it's 16.
And then I'm going to move away.
Are there any stipulations about battle medicine and whether or not it works on constructs?
I think the only thing that is specifically mentioned in treat wounds, which is what battle medicine is that it can't be undead.
well, more important is that constructs are frequently immune to healing.
Okay, that is above my pay grade in terms of understanding.
The current entry does not have any information on that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you heal it. All right. It is now Belgux's turn.
Yeah, I'm still kind of confused on like what are our
Talk it out with the group. Talk it out with the group.
I missed everything that was just said. My audio decided to cut out completely.
So we're helping the spiders now? Is that what's going on?
No, we're rescuing the kid.
We're rescuing the kid.
Child. We must
So-
save the child.
All right. What about Teledashka and the portal thingy?
So Chaladastra can handle herself.
No, we'll let the spiders and them work it out for themselves. We need the child saved.
Okay.
Carlin,
Child seems quite...
what is your thought process, Carlin?
Oh, I don't know. I'm very confused. It does sort of seem like constructs cannot be affected by normal healing.
Let's see. Are these guys actual? They're, even if they aren't, yeah, they are constructs.
Oh, well then they probably can't be hits.
All right, so he is dead. Would you like to redo your turn?
Yeah, if that's an option,
Yeah,
I would. I don't know where I started.
you're fine.
Right about
But if that's the case, then I think I would sort of backtrack through the room. Meta discussion. I think Carlin again is realizing kind of what is happening.
What are you realizing that's happening?
That
Yes.
Chaladastra is trying to open the gate,
Mm-hmm.
and
The gate's already open.
It was open. It's not open now.
that Chaladastra has opened or is opening the gate, and Carlin, generally speaking, has very little trust for Chaladastra. His level of involvement with the situation right now is trying to get to the Overlord, and the Overlord is gone. So can I make it tame-ish? Shit, I can. Alright, well, I guess that makes my decision for me. Carlin is going to move to here. And
Harmon. Yeah, Harmon.
I'm sorry, Harmon. I keep fucking that up. But Carlin is going to move to next to Harmon and attempt to grapple Harmon. Grab
All
Harmon
right.
so you can drag him away next turn, potentially.
So rules as written, grappling, you explicitly can't do this. It ends as soon as you try to move them. We're doing something else here.
Gotcha.
So there's no way in the rules to physically move someone.
Well, the shove.
But yeah,
Is it
that's-
that?
yeah.
Can you shove someone towards you by grabbing them and pulling you towards you? Is that a shove action? Okay. So, okay.
No, it says push a creature away.
Wow. So you have
So
to
everything that we're talking about here is the realm of special fits and things.
Okay, fair enough.
What
Then
is
I
your
will
what is
move
your intent, Carlin?
to prevent Harmon from, well, overall to get Harmon out of this situation. Secondly, to prevent Harmon from attacking the spiders.
Mhm.
I guess, from what I now know mechanically, I can't really do that. But what I can do is get next to Harmon and attempt a shove.
Okay.
And say, stop attacking the spiders. The spiders are doing the right thing.
The
in this
spiders are our
situation.
friends.
I wouldn't say that necessarily. One of them
All right, give him a
definitely
shove.
hit me pretty hard.
Shove is
Which
athletics,
is
or it's
athletics.
no, it's a fortitude save.
Well, it's athletics
to
against
Fort DC.
Fort DC. Yeah, thank you.
So give me a 19 to pass this.
How about a
There it is.
27?
There you go. And how far does he travel when you shove him?
5 feet.
Okay, well, I didn't actually even do anything then.
Yeah.
But I did say something. Hopefully the shove will drive it home.
Whoa, what is going on here? But I'm going to allow you to... You can direct it. Like, you can shove him to here.
It's away. Yep.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you can step into the space that they leave, should you choose.
I will do that then. I will be
Try.
standing between Harmon and the spider.
Yep.
I must protect this giant mechanical spider construct. Somewhere
Alright.
in my head.
Before we move on to the next turn, can I ask a couple of questions that will inform my turn when it comes up?
Sure.
Okay. So having been, for lack of a better term, created by Sunset, what do I know about these portals? And more specifically, what do I know about her wants for these portals?
She did not tell you that. Nothing. You don't know
Okay.
anything.
Well, that answers all of my questions. Proceed.
Belgux, what are you going to do?
Alright, I'm gonna cast Warp Step, so that's gonna give me a +5 movement,
Mhm.
double stride. I'll use third action to do another stride, so I can move 18 squares.
Go for it.
Still kind of not sure who we're supposed to attack, but I'm just going to move Belgux all the way if I can figure out the. How do I turn player control? Control. Why won't they? How do I stop measuring?
Yeah, select the marquee icon, the like little square tool in the top left.
It's not untoggling the sorry. I'm left clicking on it, but it's not changing things.
F5.
Basically, I just see. Okay. Wait. Whatever. All right. I'll just.
Yeah, maybe you can use keys.
So maybe move up here, get a closer look, see
Wow.
the cool dead thing, and get a closer look at the portal. Still not sure who I'm supposed to be shooting, so yeah.
It is an unclear situation, but next up is a spider next to Octavia. It is moving like this. And Octavia, it's your turn.
I think I'm good. I attacked the spider.
I've really
It left.
I've really thrown all of you guys for a loop, haven't I?
Well, so okay, my problem is that I know player-wise what Sunset's motivations for these portals were. And I would like to act on that, but my character doesn't know, so I can't. So I'm kind of stuck. So I'm
Bonus
reverting
points
back
for no
to my
metagaming.
I'm reverting back to my initial stance of, well, they're not attacking me. I'm just gonna hold here, and unless one of my companions gets into dire straits because these things have, started wrecking them, I'm just gonna kind of hang back. I will move up just so that I'm closer, but like that's it.
Okay.
Like I'm done.
Chalidastra's turn. He continues to focus on opening the gate. It is now at this point almost fully materialized. All right, this spider attacks Chalidastra. Skablamo. Hits. Oops, I didn't mean to roll that, sorry. Does 9 points of damage.
Oof.
Does a second attack just for shits and giggles. And hits. Wow. Does 8 points of damage. All right, next up is the other spider. Takes all 3 movement to get to here. Next up is the last spider. Is going to stay right there and attack. That hit. Wow. Okay. These spiders are doing great. 12 points of damage.
Good for them. At least they know what's going on.
Well done, spiders.
They're probably the only ones in this scenario who know what's going on.
And just not 20'd him.
Fuck yes.
20.
Why am I rooting for the spiders? I don't even know whether the spiders are right or the demonologist is right, but like...
All right, Preston, it's your turn.
Tandem movement. I go 25. Jeremy goes 40 to there. Then, activate together. Preston says reinforce Eidolon. Which goes on Jeremy.
Oh,
there go all the cameras.
Someone's video just dropped.
Roll it
You
again.
lost.
I think it was
Oh, it's
Belgux.
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 Jeremy's half of act together is to shove Harmon.
To shove Harmon. Yeah, go for it. 14. Fortitude DC is 19.
Yep, I need to make the sheet work right.
Nice.
So push Harmon 5 feet that way
All right.
and follow him up. And with my third and final action, I'm going to shove him again. Jeremy just gets between him and starts to like, go, 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 go. Athletics again. Not as effective.
That does not do it.
But I think the point has been made. The giant teddy bear is trying to get in the way, get him out of the way.
Diggy, it's your turn. There we go.
All right.
Belgux is back.
Well, Diggy will move to here. No. Can I also directionally shove Harmon, like, up, away? I know it's, yeah, that direction.
Yes, you can.
All right. Because my weapon has the shove wording on it, does that mean...
It's still athletics. It's not the weapon attack, but you don't have to like drop the weapon to do it. The weapon can stay in your hand.
Cool. I mean, I'll take athletics. It's still a +10. Okay. Here we are.
Basically, you have to roll a 9+ here.
15 + 10, 25.
You push him to here, I'm assuming, and you follow up if you'd like.
Now,
No, that was it was 2 actions to move there, and then 1 action to shove.
I have a question about him using his electrified hammer to shove.
No. He didn't.
Option.
He's fine.
I
okay.
did not say electrify, so it only does electricity damage when I hit. I didn't hit, I shoved.
Okay, just wanted to get a better understanding of that particular
Hamish.
mechanic.
It's Pathfinder has so many details for different weapons.
Hamish again cowers. Harmon. Oh, it's Harmon's turn. Harmon says, "Why are you grabbing me? I
You
need
need to
Carlin.
stay away from this boy.
I need Carlin, Diggy, and Preston to give me a intimidation. Is that something I'm thinking of?
Oh, yeah, intimidation.
Ooh, can
Let's
I
do it.
use the glare? I have the glare.
You do. Yeah, use your glare. Use your glare.
So that's a demoralization feat.
Yes, it's a demoralization act.
Carlin is basically just shrugging. It's like, I don't know, man. I have no fucking
Preston's-
idea what's going on.
Okay,
Preston's
it's an
best. Preston's best
intimidation
angry.
check plus 6. Here we go.
Preston's best angry dad voice, like out of here
Fine.
now.
When dads get a little angry and it scares the kids, yeah.
You know what?
So-
I'm going to use my hero point for this.
Preston, are you able to speak through Jeremy? Because otherwise, it's really funny that it's coming
15.
from behind him.
It's way in the back right now. I
Yeah.
have not demonstrated any ability to speak through Jeremy. Jeremy has not spoken yet.
Okay,
It's coming from the back of the room.
that's hilarious. I love it.
Okay, so I just demoralized.
What did you roll, Diggy?
I rolled a 15.
What's the defense? It's his will saving throw?
Will save DC.
Yeah, will. That is not a pass. But Preston did succeed, so he stays there confused and passes his turn. It is now Carlin's turn.
All right. Carlin is going to move to here and continue to just bully Harmon and shove him again. Look, son, this issue is bigger than any of us, and we need to stay out of it.
All right.
So athletics.
Oh, you push him again?
Yeah, another shove.
Boink.
Oh, my bad. I was looking at the
Yeah.
wrong token.
All
And
right.
then I will move into the
That's me.
space.
That's Siggy.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That was Diggy that you just moved. This is
No,
No.
that's me.
No,
That's
no,
Diggy.
no.
No.
You were looking at Diggy initially.
You were looking at Diggy, thinking it was you.
Yeah.
okay. Well, I will move into the space and then I'm gonna do it again. Does what was that?
Nothing. I'm just telling you that I have a plan. Keep doing this. This is good.
Okay. Does anybody know if Shove suffers from the
Does-
multiple attack penalty?
Does not take the map. It's not an attack. It's a check.
All right, we're doing it again. +9.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
and Another shove. Stay out of it, young man. This is not our fight. Your father seems to be fine over there in the corner.
All right, Belgux, it's your turn.
Seize the
Gonna
boy.
break- Just gonna break out a keg of beer and just start drinking. I'll just just sit on the sidelines, like not really sure what's going on. I'm like, okay, I'll just watch the action. Have some extra mugs if anyone's interested.
You know what? I like his style. I really do.
All right, it's now this spider's turn. He is going all the way to here. Octavia, it's you.
Okay. First things first. I just remembered that I did roll a nat 1 a little earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to take a
So-
sip, yeah.
I got to take a sip. So
Hit it.
Does it burn? Is it burn?
Poop whiskey.
What is the flavor profile on that? Because isn't that the stuff that's made in the?
no, so the one that I have that is the sheep dung smoked It's just a very smoky, like it's like any smoked
Yeah, it's like a Scottish.
young malt. So it's also a young malt, so
Okay.
it's not a full whiskey. This is actually their first full single malt whiskey,
Woof.
and it's quite good. It's quite good. I'm not enough of a whiskey aficionado to be able to give you any sort of real tasting notes, but it definitely has a unique flavor profile over, your typical, whiskeys and scotches and whatnot. So
Noise.
good luck finding it
Nice.
outside of Iceland. So
Trip to Iceland. Who's in?
I'd be willing to go back.
If I had the liquid, I would, and a passport.
It's honestly, the most expensive part would probably be the flight. Like,
Yeah.
it's really not
Those-
that expensive.
Iceland flights too are pretty cheap. They subsidize the hell out of them for tourism.
They want tourists. They want tourists.
They used to
Has
be.
that
I don't know if
fallen off?
I don't know if they still are. So, like, I know when WoW Airlines existed,
Yeah.
they were super cheap. I don't know how cheap they are still, but it's up for interpretation.
Anyhow,
Anyway.
Athletic Air, come and sponsor us, and we'd love to come visit.
Yeah,
We'd be happy to
yeah.
do a live stream all from Iceland.
You know
I
what?
would
We
do
do it
it.
on the ice. I'll get bundled up. I'll be in Iceland. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, let's go. We'll stream from Iceland. Okay. So, here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Harmon is in his early 20s, but is a child.
Great.
Is
Man
he
child.
physically a child as well? Like
No.
stunted
No.
growth? And okay, so he's probably a medium creature then.
Yes, he's an Infernal Dwarf. He's
Okay.
a full-grown Infernal Dwarf.
Okay. That does ruin an idea I had.
You could fly.
That's what I was going to do, but he
Too big.
can't. He's a medium creature, which means that he's the same size as me, which means
you can.
yeah. Okay. So I think we all can get behind
Just keep
save the
pushing him.
man-child.
Just keep pushing
Yep.
Armin.
Yep.
Just keep pushing him.
So I'm going to move there, which is a single action, and then I will use the shove action. Okay, so it's just a raw athletics check. Oh. So that's a 13.
13, that's not enough.
Okay. So I miss, and I try to do it again. Because
Why not?
why not?
Yeah.
That's
Nope.
Oh. It's not much better.
One more time.
It's a 14. Oh no,
you
I
moved,
moved.
yeah,
so that's-
you moved, yeah.
That's it. So that's it. I try twice, but okay, the way I imagine it is that I tried to use my wings, which just kind of like flop against him.
kind of like just feathers
Like, 'cause-
across his face. He's like, okay.
Yeah, because I wasn't trying to hurt him, but like, okay, next time it's for real, and it's you're getting the hooves.
No, all right, now it's Chalidastra's turn. You see him yell in frustration, this time turning away from the waygate and seeing the magic he was creating inside collapse. And it turns off. With that, you see him slap his hands together and a orb of darkness creates around him, slowly emanating from his hands. And then it disappears, and he disappears with it, and he is gone.
Okay, yep. It's just got worse.
Run.
Worse? What?
Yeah, and now the spiders don't have anything else to fight.
Run.
And with that, it's next is the three spiders. The three spiders in a very, or what's the right word? Organized method, all moving in the same movements and the same speed, form a line in front of the waygate. And stay there. And with that, it is midnight. We will call it quits for this evening. Midnight in my time, at least.
Right.
Yep.
Question 1, as always, episode title ideas. Episode
Save
title
the man-child.
Save the man-child.
Yeah.
Save the man-child.
Yeah.
Man-child is one of my list.
There was another one
I-
that you said earlier in
on.
the chat.
Yeah, there was.
So I am the Ultra.
Right.
Right, that was
We
it.
have the gang causes 2 coups in one day.
Okay, I have a
and save the
basis on that one.
man-child.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I spoke over the Save the Man-Child one,
Mhm.
but I had an add-on to the gang causes 2 coups, to the 2 coup crew.
The 2 coup crew. Whew, that's a tongue twister. I like, what was the first one? I am the Ultra or Save the Man-Child. I think those are both good.
Okay,
I
so
like Save the Man-Child.
I severely dislike It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which I assume is the reference being
Gang?
made with the gang.
Yeah.
However, I do really like the gang causes 2 coups in one day. So,
Yeah.
Anyone from the chat?
but however,
break the tie.
however, we did not cause a second coup
True.
today.
True.
We
Yeah.
didn't actually
Fair.
fully achieve that.
So-
that's fair.
So I think the other 2 are more appropriate.
So we
And
have
Save
I am the
and
Ultra
Child is pretty good.
and
so-
Save the Man-Child.
I
I think that's
think it's got to be Save the Man-Child.
Yeah.
I regret that the combat ended right before I could go through with my next turn, which was to cast the cantrip Bullhorn and start calling Hamish a terrible dad and tell him to get up and save his fucking son.
As
So
we're all
really
like forming
true.
As we're all
Yeah.
trying to like force
Yeah.
it away from the
save Harmon
combat.
so goddamn bad.
Everyone hates Hamish. It's great. Everyone hates
Everyone
Hamish
does
and
hate
loves
Hamish.
Harmon.
He's an
I don't know that we
asshole.
love Harmon as much as we really just don't want him to get hurt.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's
There is
innocent.
a big
He's an
difference
innocent.
between
Yeah,
know.
there is an innocence there, but like, sorry, Diggy has suffered way too much abuse at his hands to fully like love this child. But that doesn't mean he actively wishes him harm. He's still a child, even though he's
unlike
fully-
his father,
yes,
who
no,
is
his father
potentially
could die.
going to be beheaded or something when my plans go through, at least.
when we fully become.
I still intend on
Cuckoo crew.
doing that, provided that we can get access to the Overlord again soon.
Right.
It sounds like Save the Man-Child.
Has
Save
one.
the
Because
man-child is the
permeates
one.
The entire episode.
Save the man-child, save the world.
I like it.
All right.
I,
That's the name of the episode.
I see I've angered some people in chat. I'm sorry. The humor is just terrible.
Oh god.
Alright.
It's always sunny.
Mm-hmm.
Just so we don't get into a entire argument about the merits of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Thank you for joining us. This is we'll see you probably next week. As always, Preston and Diggy, you guys are welcome to join us as many times as you'd like. Belgux, we're happy you're back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
And please like and subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye, folks.
Everybody.
Everyone.